He's the bailiff and the clerk, the audience, and yes, he holds a grudge. He sees how they use their laws in total wickedness. He's going to pay them back to their face, and it has nothing to do with race. That's right. He's the prosecutor, the defender, the witness, and the judge. He's the bailiff and the clerk, the audience, and yes, he holds a grudge. He sees how they use their laws in total wickedness. He's going to pay them back to their face, and it has nothing to do with race.
The Nation of Yahweh presents The Unfolding Light. Today's call is brought to you by Builders of the Highway Foundation, Yahweh Education Center, Temple of Brothers and Sisters of Goodwill, and the University of Yahweh Neo-Jazz School of Music. And now for your host, Dr. Lud Yisrael.
Boker Tov and Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to the Nation of Yahweh's weekly teleconference, The Unfolding Light. I am your host, Dr. Lud Yisrael, along with my co-host, Sister Tamar Yisrael. Praise Yahweh, Shalom. Hi, Boker Tov.
Boker Tov.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing Tov. Praise Yahweh.
Well, praise Yahweh. As always, it is a great day to be in Yahweh, a great day to know Yahweh, and the great day of Yahweh's wrath on the wicked. You don't want his wrath? Be righteous. It's as simple as that. And practice makes perfect. Praise Yahweh. On today's show, we have Who is Yahweh by the Most Honorable Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Directly after that, we'll have a keynote message from the Master Teacher, the founder of the Nation of Yahweh. And directly after that, we'll have the part that we all take part in unfolding the light, and we call it Power Talk. Now I invite you all to stand and face the east with outstretched hands as we offer up a prayer to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh. O Yahweh, God of our salvation, save us, gather us together, and deliver us from this heathen, so that we may give thanks to thy holy name and glory in thy praises. Blessed be the holy name of Yahweh and Yisrael forever. O Yahweh, let them be confounded that persecute us, but let not us be confounded. Let our enemies be dismayed, but let not us be dismayed. Bring upon our enemies the day of evil and destroy them with double destruction. O Yahweh, forgive our fathers for breaking your laws, and please forgive us for breaking your laws. Help us to never bring shame upon thy great name, nor reproach against thy works. For surely we have turned ourselves to thee, O Yahweh, trying to be upright. And as we confess our faults, please grant us protection against all of our faults. Cleanse us of our secret faults, and guide us to the best of morals. For surely our prayers and our sacrifices, our lives and our deaths are all for thee, O Yahweh. Tefillah. Avenu Shabbat Shemayim, Yikadesh Shemeaka, Tavo Makuterika, Yeazeh Rezonka, Kim Vashemayim, Kain Ba'aretz, Et Lekem Kukenu, Tain Lanu Hayom, Uslat Lanu, All Kartienu, Kimo Sasol King, Gamanatnu, Lakotium Lanu, Ve'al Tevienu, Lade Nisayom, King Kal Senu, Mihara, Kilaka, Hamamlaha, Veha Gibara, Veha Tefieret, Leolme, Olamin Sila. We thank thee, O Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. So let everything that has breath praise Yahweh. And now, who is Yahweh? By the Most Honorable Yahweh ben Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. So who is Yahweh? Yahweh is a name that you should know because it's the duty of the Son of God to proclaim his Father's name. And here you have a whole bunch of people going to church, 400,000 churches, and they don't know the name of the Father. They say such silly things like, Father, God, help me. Both of them titles. Father is a title, God is a title. Who's going to answer to that? The purpose of the coming of the Son is to reveal the name of the Father. That's who he prayed to, our Father, and he called his name. He said, hallowed be, holy be thy name. How can it be holy to you and you don't know it? Interesting, isn't it? There are a lot more interesting questions than that about that situation. But when you begin to read your Bible, as I call this to your attention, you will discover from the Old Testament of Genesis all the way through Revelations, it's all about the name of the Father. It's all about his name. But somebody got you calling some other kind of name, other than the Father's name. And you don't know his name. And unless you learn his name, then you're never going to move from poverty to riches. And if you don't come into the knowledge of the name. Haven't you ever wondered why it is that you have the same God, have the same churches, and the same names that white people have? I mean, have you noticed? You do. Our people have the same, right? Isn't it strange how God always answers white people's prayers? And black folks' prayers don't seem to be the same magnitude. You know, you say, well, I get my prayers answered. Well, why don't you ever get answered to be the ruler? I mean, you know, my people are always on their knees in front of white people asking white people to let them be accepted. Why do you need to ask white people for acceptance? Why don't you just ask God? Doesn't your God have enough power to make you accepted? Why can't you be the people that everybody else wants to be among? Why are you always running after somebody else to be among them? What's wrong with your God? Why do you have to go around always on your knees with your hat in your hand begging for a job from white people? Why don't your God just give you some jobs? Oh, I have to ask you some serious questions because white people move from poverty to riches every day. Huh? They come from Russia. They come from Europe. They come from England. They come from all over the world with nothing on the ship. Come and get in your neighborhood. Come with a buggy and a basket and a wagon and push it around in your neighborhood and move from poverty to riches out of your pocket. You live in the neighborhood and stay poor and just pray all the time. You prayed enough to rule all the world. So who is Yahweh? Yahweh is the God of the Bible. He's the God of the Hebrews. In the beginning, Yahweh created the heavens and the earth. Yahweh is the man that beat up on Pharaoh. Y'all remember how he put plagues in Egypt? That was Yahweh did that. Yahweh is the one that when Pharaoh got real sassy, he drowned him in the Red Sea. That's Yahweh who did it. Yahweh is the man that when Daniel refused to bow down to another nation and quit facing the east and praying, when he refused to stop praying to his God, which was Yahweh, they said, well, we're going to put you in the lion's den and starve them. Threw him in the lion's den. Yahweh locked the jaws of the lion. Lions could do him no harm. Rulers got scared. Came and got Daniel out and made him a ruler. Right? I just want you to know who Yahweh is. He made the sun, the moon, and the stars, all what you see and haven't seen. Okay. So who is Yahweh ben Yahweh? I am his son. I am his son. That's who I am. I am the son of Yahweh. I don't care who else is the son or who else they are. It makes me no difference. I'm not here tonight concerning myself with who is the son of who. I'm the son of Yahweh. I have to tell you who I am. Yahweh is my father. I am his son. What makes me his son? What makes me Yahweh's son is I do not have a will outside of his. I have no thoughts, no ideas, and no program outside of Yahweh. You'll find that all that I ever do, all that I've ever done, and all that I'm ever going to do is found right in the Bible, and it's traced right to his will. No exceptions. I take no credit for all that I have built. It's all in his name. Yahweh. That's one of the things that make me his son. Also, I have no difference in his word. I only speak his words. Even the words I've spoken to you thus far, the principles of those words are all in the Bible. Every single one of them is found in the Bible. No exceptions. So I walk as he says walk. I talk as he says talk. I act as he says act. I do whatever he says do. I have no idea of doing it any other way. Those are the things that makes me his son. I obey his laws, his statutes, his judgments, his commandments. That's why I'm successful. He said in his holy word that if I obey his laws, statutes, judgments, and commandments, that he would make everything, all the works of my hand would prosper. So all the works of my hands, it's prospering. I'm telling you why. Now, what about you? You might say, well, if you're the son of Yahweh, can I be? Of course you can. Of course you can be the sons of Yahweh. Every one of you can be. Every one of you can be the daughters of Yahweh. All you have to do is like I do. Obey his will, just like I do. You automatically become. You believe on his name, then you have eternal life. There's no other name under heaven that you can be saved in other than God who created it. You can't be saved in no name but the name of the one who created everything. And he gave his son a name higher than all the angels in heaven. What's the name higher than all the names that the angels could possibly have? The Father's name. There can be no name higher than the Creator's. So the son has to come in his father's name. Just like if your name is Davis, then your father was named Davis. If your name is Smith, your father's name was Smith. My name is Yahweh, so my father's name is Yahweh. That's logical.
Know and rest your mind assured. Our eyes have seen his works before. And until my last days, 'tis Yahweh I will praise. Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. I certainly like to thank the most honorable Yahweh ben Yahweh for coming to us, teaching us who is Yahweh, teaching us who is Yahweh ben Yahweh, and teaching us who we are. Praise Yahweh. And now a brief bio on the master teacher, the founder of the nation of Yahweh, the most honorable Yahweh ben Yahweh. Yahweh ben Yahweh came to Miami, Florida alone in 1979 to become the spiritual leader and founder of the nation of Yahweh. Although he took a vow of poverty that same year, within 7 years, he guided the nation and those who followed his teachings and principles to amass an economic empire in the greater Miami area and throughout the United States worth over $250 million. Under his direction, the nation of Yahweh has grown to encompass disciples, followers, believers, and supporters in thousands of cities across the United States of America and indeed throughout the four corners of the earth. The University of Yahweh, for which he has established the curriculum and for which he has received great acclaim in educational excellence, currently has locations across the United States. The moral teachings of Yahweh ben Yahweh is bringing about a change in the lives of individuals and causing them to take a different approach to life. This approach is based on the scripture which reads, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." Yahweh ben Yahweh continues to give. That which he is given cannot be measured in monetary wealth. Yahweh ben Yahweh is giving the world the keys to success in life politically, educationally, economically, socially, and spiritually. And now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Grand Master of the Celestial Lodge, the architect of the universe, the blessed and only potentate, the founder of the nation of Yahweh. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Yahweh ben Yahweh.
Remember that this is the morning of the third day, and I shall rise again. I am the resurrection. All of prophecy tells you that I shall rise again. It's all about that. Luke chapter 2, verse 34. No doubt about it. Again, I love you forever, bless you forever. I remind you once again, my associates are children of the light. That just brings laughter to my heart, to my soul, to realize that at last I have those of you that love peace. And I only want to be in the presence of those of you that love peace. I love you forever. Shalom Aleichem.
Who is this Yahweh that we should listen? Who is this God of Israel that we should listen? Well, in the end, as Pharaoh was sinking in the Red Sea, he said, I know who this God is, Yahweh, and he drowned. It's a little late when the wicked find out. But it's important for us to understand Yahweh is slow to anger. But that doesn't mean he's not going to get angry. Let's read that again.
The Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
Don't worry about the wicked. Yahweh is not going to acquit the wicked. Now, the wicked may go to court. He may shoot and kill one of you and take himself to court and hold himself not guilty. And that's fine, because, see, Yahweh is not going to acquit him. If you're wicked, you're in trouble with Yahweh. And he's not going to let you get off. It's only a matter of time. And seeing us raised from the dead is a sign of the reality that Yahweh's here. And he's among us. Anytime you see people dressed in white, living right, when all around us are living wrong, you know something happened. When we come into the knowledge of the ineffable name, and when we come into the knowledge of we become a new people. And knowledge of the excites us. And those without knowledge of the wonder why we're so excited. But that's a secret. And Yahweh said there's nothing hidden that won't be revealed. So all secrets are to be made known to Yahweh's children, his chosen elect. And now we are witnesses of the revelation of the. Praise Yahweh. And those without this knowledge are amazed at us. But you don't have to stay amazed. You can be a part of this. And one of the evidence of our receiving this knowledge is in our actions. It's in our lifestyle. It's in our mindset. It's in our accomplishments. It's revealed through our blessings. And it enables us to bless all the nations of the earth. We are born to bless all the nations of the planet Earth. Praise God. And right now, anyone who does business with us and treats us good, they're blessed. We bless them. I said anyone that does business with us and treats us good, I bless them. And you're going to see that I will bless the entire planet Earth. For all who bless me, all who bless you, I will bless them. And if anyone dare curse you, I'll curse them. Now, Feast of Tabernacles is to bring us into the knowledge of Yahweh, and a part of that knowledge includes this, and listen carefully. Yahweh, as the agent of nature, cooperates in all human activities, and therefore is entitled to a share of what issues from them. Yahweh is entitled to a share of what he created. Here comes man who is not worthy of anything, has nerve to tax you out of existence. Imagine that. He goes beyond God. He goes all past what Yahweh requires. Yahweh only requires 10%. These jokers will tax you 48%, 38%. I mean, that's a shame. That's wicked. A bunch of parasites. People go out and work, and these dogs sit up in an office and just write on a piece of paper, they're taking 38% from your labor. That's on the first shot. You think that's all? He taxes your income. Then he taxes the tax on the income. Then he taxed the tax of the tax on the tax of the tax of the tax of the income. And it gives you an illusion of here's your check. And here's what we're going to allow you to take home. Take home pay. And on your way home, you get taxed. You stop at the service station and you put some gas, it's gasoline tax. You're so tired of tax, you thought you'd buy a pack of cigarettes to relax, and they tax your cigarettes. Say, well, goodness, I'll just go home and relax with a can of beer. They tax the beer. And at least I ought to be able to relax and eat some steak or something. They tax the food. They've already overtaxed the water by polluting it, so you buy some and they tax it. Well, I'll go to my house and I'll relax from taxes, and the house is taxed. And you get home and your wife taxes you. She taxes your nerves. You say, well, I'll take a vacation, I'll get away from it all, and the ticket is taxed. Airlines tax you. Well, I'll just go to a hotel, I have to pay tax on my house, I'll go to a hotel, lo and behold, they have a bed tax. Then there's a restaurant tax. Then they're so tax crazy till out front, when you get ready to go somewhere, they have a taxi. You be so paranoid every time somebody knock on the door, you say, is that the tax man? Yes, Americans are really taxed out of their existence. You work hard, you save up your money, and you leave it to your kids. Guess what? Inheritance tax. It's already been taxed already 1,000,000 times. Then you say, well, I won't leave it to them as an inheritance. I'll just give it to them. You say, oh, no, you won't. There's a gift tax. There's no end to it. And these people are not God. Look how they tax you. When it's all said and done, you're lucky to have 10% left for yourself. That's a fact. They reverse that thing. You know, they take 90% and say, well, they must be giving you a message and telling you that you God, because that's all they give you is 10%. That's what belongs to Yahweh, 10%. So you must be God or something. That's all they let you have is 10%. It's about time you figure out, you can look through the taxes and figure out who you are. Yeah, you got to be God's. That's the divine decree, to give 10% to God. That's what they do. Certain portions of man's crop, livestock, and first fruits should be rendered to Yahweh as concrete retribution for the help that Yahweh gives to you.
Yahweh and Yahweh, because of you I exist.
Praise Yahweh. I certainly like to thank the most honorable Yahweh ben Yahweh for this message. You know, these are the things that we go through life and we endure, and we don't give conscious thought to. The parasite known as the United States government tax everything multiple times. They tax on top of tax and tax and tax, and it's just taxes. They take from you, and what do they give us in return? They talk about national security, but there's no security in the nation from violence and crime. These are things to think about, but we do have a lot to talk about in Power Talk. With a message like this, we had to play it twice. And so, but before we get to Power Talk, we have a word from our sponsors, and of course, the illustrious sisters Tamar will be giving us the 411 on the nation of Yahweh. Praise Yahweh.
One, two, ready, go.
The Neo Jazz Collective is a way for young people to have an opportunity to show their creativity, exhibit their talents, and then perform in spaces that are moral, ethical, and learn how to turn their music into a business. We also offer programs where they learn how to protect their intellectual property when they create music and how to monetize their performances.
Was it fun? Great. That was still the G major scale, right?
I'm gonna start practicing and learning my new things.
But my head was made strong. Yahweh, ben Yahweh, 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 ben Yahweh is King.
His name
YahwehRadio.com.
is Yahweh, ben Yahweh, Yahweh, ben Yahweh. His name is
YahwehRadio.com.
That keeps his mind stayed on Yahweh shall have perfect peace.
YahwehRadio.com.
Yahweh, ben Yahweh, please remember us.
YahwehRadio.com.
What men might say, I'm gonna love Yahweh anyway. My heart is fixed and my mind's made up, and I won't turn back.
YahwehRadio.com.
Glory, hallelujah. Yahweh's here on his throne to lead his children safely home. Glory. Glory, hallelujah. Yeah. Yahweh's here on his throne to lead his children safely home. Glory. Glory, hallelujah. Yahweh's here to lead his children home, and that's glory.
Hey, shalom and blessing, y'all. This is Author Jeremiah Israel coming to you live. Listen, I'm so excited because my ebook version of The Spiritual Significance of a Name is now available. You can go to my website today at www.jeremiahisrael.com. Now, this ebook is pretty much available anywhere and everywhere that ebook is sold. I'm so excited about that because, see, ebooks are sold internationally, but I would like for you to go to my website at www.jeremiahisrael.com, pick up your copy, or you can go ahead and download the ebook version of it. Whether you're on a plane, whether you're traveling, whatever you're doing, pick up this copy. It's only $4.99. It's not going to break your pockets and not going, break the bank. So go ahead and get the copy of this ebook now, today, $4.99. Go to jeremiahisrael.com and truly become blessed, because it will truly put you on a path to defining your true purpose. Until next time, peace and prosperity.
Get your earphones.
Praise Yahweh. The Nation of Yahweh and Yahweh Education Center invites our family in the Orlando area to visit Yahweh Education Center, conveniently located at 750 South Orange Blossom Trail, Suite 26, Orlando, Florida. We also invite you to join us weekly on Saturday for a live talk brought to you by the Temple of Brothers and Sisters of Goodwill and the Yahweh Education Center, Miami. Our new time for broadcast is 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can find out more on Live Talk Orlando on the Facebook page at Live Talk Orlando. Again, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us on YouTube, Live Talk Orlando on Facebook, and on Zoom. The Nation of Yahweh and Builders of the Highway Foundation invites our family in the Miami area to visit the Yahweh Education Center, located at 1065 Northwest 108th Street, Miami, Florida. Shabbat classes are held on the first, third, and fourth Saturday of the month. And we also invite at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, that's the first, third, and fourth Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And we also invite you to be on the lookout for fellowship and fundraising activities at our Yahweh Education Center, Miami. That's located at 1065 Northwest 108th Street, Miami, Florida. The Nation of Yahweh would like to thank our family who attended the Family Fun Day in the city of Riviera Beach, Florida on last week. I am sure, which I was there in spirit, that it was an amazing outturn and it was an amazing time. So we want to thank our family for all those who participated. And we also invite you in the Riviera Beach area to join us for a study class every Thursday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're interested in attending this class, please reach out to our family at area code 561-719-9527. That's 561-719-9527. Well, we hope you are ready for your health seminars this weekend. Join us on Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Pacific for our health seminars on Saturday for being and becoming healthy. Yahweh Ben Yahweh, the prescription for eternal life. That dial-in number is area code 732-434-3669. Again, that's 732-434-3669. Then join us again on Sunday for being and becoming clean. Yahweh Ben Yahweh, the prescription for eternal life. And the dial-in number to attend that class is area code 339-207-6011. That's 339-207-6011. The Neo Jazz School of Music is excited to announce the development of the property located at 1701 St. Anthony Street in New Orleans into the Yahweh Life Center. We have some amazing works that are happening here in the studios, and I'm sure Brother Lude is going to be sharing with us a little bit more about our studio productions in the near future, so be on the lookout for those announcements. But the Neo Jazz School of Music has a mission to enact a positive change in the families of our communities worldwide through education in music and fine arts, and to provide cultural education, training, and diversity to our communities. In carrying out this mission, we have developed properties in the greater New Orleans area that serve to support the enhancement of quality of life in those underserved areas. Well, this work will help to support the spiritual, economic, political, educational, social, and cultural development of our communities worldwide. And your support of YahwehRadio.com, that's YahwehRadio, YahwehRadio.com, is critical to the continued development of this property. and all of our works at the Neo Jazz School of Music. Not only are we excited to announce the development of the Yahweh Life Center here in New Orleans, but we are pleased to announce the creation of our online music program facilitated from here in New Orleans and Miami. So family, please be on the lookout for some upcoming announcements about how you can participate. But we are launching our online music lessons at the Neo Jazz School of Music here in New Orleans and Miami. Praise Yahweh. Oh, and don't forget to support the Nation of Yahweh's publishing efforts. We are constantly on the move. We have plenty of items currently that we are selling to further develop out our publishing efforts to serve the greater market and appeal of our family. But in the meantime, we need you to support the existing site with purchasing our polo shirts, How to Study the Bible 2.0, Our True History, the World's Best Kept Secret, How to Overcome the World, and of course, the spiritual significance of a name by our brother Jeremiah Yisrael. And I want to lift out How to Study the Bible 2.0 by our brother Kezion Menashe, because this study tool is really critical to enhancing your knowledge this day. I mean, it is really powerful for us to unlock the wisdom and understanding that our Father has given in 2 Timothy 2:15. And this book is a tool that allows you to deepen your research and get into the understanding that we need to move forward in today's society. So that said, visit the nationofyahweh.com. That's the nation of YHWH.com to purchase these items. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Lots and lots of things going on. It's and there's more things that are going on. Yahweh is everywhere, and Yahweh has his children working on many different fronts: educational fronts, social fronts, political fronts, spiritual fronts, economic fronts. That's what he has us doing. And of course, we will be reaching out to find out more that's going on and report it to you, because all the good works of Yahweh need to be supported in every aspect of life. So I'm just saying. Wow. When we get to our message, we talk about, a parasite, the government, and we talk about the wicked. And Yahweh said, if you are wicked, you are in trouble with Yahweh. Now, you know what that means, right? That means if you wicked, that the righteous ones of us gonna scream and holler and yell at you how wicked you are. We're gonna get sticks and stones and we're gonna beat you. We're gonna live it. No, that don't mean that.
No.
You know why it doesn't mean that? We can go to Psalms chapter 37, and Yahweh commanded us in this psalm. This is like a commandment, a spiritual awakening commandment. He say, fret not thyself because of evildoers. He didn't say pick up sticks and go yell at them. And he didn't say none of that. He said, fret not thyself because of evildoers. When you think about that, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Yahweh commands us to trust Yahweh and do good. So while the wicked doing all their wickedness, we supposed to fight them? No. We supposed to do good. That sets us diametrically opposed to what they're doing. It sets us so far apart that we're not even affected by what they're doing.
Wow.
So that's what we need to focus on, not on this parasite and his wickedness. You separate yourself from that. You don't support that. You deprogram yourself from him counting on you spending your money on Thanksgiving. You fast on Thanksgiving. That's taking so much energy away from him. Can you imagine if all Black folks in America fasted on Thanksgiving? What kind of money would we be taking away from this parasite, this wicked man? I used to be friends with a manager of a grocery store, and he told me the numbers that his grocery store does around Thanksgiving. And the day before Thanksgiving, he made more money, enough money for the whole year. The day before Thanksgiving, the Tuesday, he made like over $100,000 in one day. But the day before Thanksgiving, he made $600,000, over $500,000 in one day off of Black people spending money on Thanksgiving dinner. Now imagine if you fasted. That's like 700, and that's just one grocery store. And this is a chain of grocery stores all across the country. You imagine the money that our people spend on dinner because we're programmed to spend money on dinner that day. And that's just one of the days that we're programmed to do this. Every month we are programmed to do things like that, to spend a whole bunch of money that he can count on it like clockwork. He can count on it like the sun rising. Is that not terrible that we're so programmed that we just do these things? If we took that money one Thanksgiving and donated it to charity, whatever charity was donated to would be able to do its work forever.
Fulfill its mission.
Fulfill its mission forever.
And charities exist because there's so much work that's needed in our society.
And we say we don't have no money.
And so, and that'll, we can get into the loophole of the mechanics of our construct that we live in, but we don't want to do that because Yahweh Ben Yahweh definitely talked about the taxation and how unproductive
parasite
the taxes are. And we see these conditions in our communities, and we talk about our own conditions. And it starts there. It starts with recognizing the conditioning that we've subscribed to. And the conditioning says, like we have talked about in terms of Thanksgiving, that people run out and spend all this money in the grocery store. And living right is the overtone to this message that Yahweh Ben Yahweh is giving us. Living right gives us clarity and understanding that this is not the righteous behavior that comes. It's
the opposite.
It's the opposite. That when you go out and you pour money into a system that continues to do you wrong, to oppress you, that's not living right.
Right. And let's break it down, because you're hitting the point on the head as far as living right. So let's take this Thanksgiving Day for an example. This is just an example, because almost every month there's a day that is designed that you're programmed to spend money that he can count on you to spend that money. But let's just take this one.
On top of that, you're being taxed.
And on top of that, you're being taxed. So don't forget the
taxes.
But let's break this down. If we are to be thankful to Yahweh, and we are to show our gratitude and our thanksgiving to Yahweh, right? Think about the Day of Atonement. When we atone to get at one with Yahweh, we have to deny the flesh. Thanksgiving tell you to be gluttonous, because you get this big, huge turkey, steroid Frankenbird turkey, huge bird that you can eat off for a week. And then you make pies, cakes, macaroni and cheese pans. You don't never eat that much in one day. Wow. And I can go on, and dressing and the cranberry, all this stuff that you make is traditional. So you make all of this food, and then you glutton, you eat, you overeat, you get fat. You have to go on New Year's resolutions to lose weight because you ate so much during the holiday season, that he is assured that you're going to spend this money and give him a windfall. But if you were really being thanks to Yahweh, you would fast. and atone and pray to Yahweh for, more spirit. It would be a more spiritual occasion of Thanksgiving than a gluttony occasion, which is the opposite of Yahweh requires of you when you're getting spiritual.
It's the representation of unrighteous behavior, and righteous behavior tells us when we pay reverence to Yahweh, we don't go out fulfilling the needs of the flesh.
You're right, exactly.
And we don't, that's not the work
or the desires of the flesh, because we don't need to eat all that turkey.
Right. You're absolutely right. The desires of the flesh. So we praise Yahweh by rejecting all of those things. And so we look at this from the understanding that this is a behavior, this consumption by going out on a monthly basis with whatever theme that is being promoted to us.
Absolutely.
We consume, we go out and spend money, and none of this stuff is putting any resources back into your community. When we talk about the tie to consumerism and the conditions that we living in, Yahweh ben Yahweh laid it out. Everything that we spend is taxed. While it's being taxed, our government, our officials are telling us these dollars are there to help make our lives better. But yet we see in our communities, and in a lot of communities across the planet, that the conditions are not better.
No, there's no correlation in paying taxes in nice communities.
So if we do righteous behavior changes who has this power to make these decisions with our money. Changes who's in power.
It changes who has our money, because a righteous person giving thanks to the Creator would now go out and spend all of his hard-earned money to have food and gluttony and eat and get fat and have all types of diabetes and different adverse effects physically on your body. You would do more of a spiritual retreat as opposed to a ritual that somebody has told you the Pilgrims did this back in the day and we ate turkey, and and they teach you that, they indoctrinate you into those type of thoughts in school, in preschool, all throughout your public education. They indoctrinate you in February. You think about, I gotta spend some money on some candy, some Valentine. Why do you have to give a heart or a special something to your loved one during that month? Can't you do it in any other month?
Every day of the year.
No. We have to wait. And if you don't do it in February, your loved one won't be your loved one. What is this? Where did that come from? What is the etymology of Valentine's Day? Do you even care? Do our people even care? They just want to spend money because it's a ritual that we have been taught, indoctrinated into by the parasite to bring him our money.
Well, keeping the laws of Yahweh teaches us that righteous behavior changes how we, pay our tithes. First and foremost, you pay Yahweh and yourself first. You create a different behavior pattern that thinks about and gives homage to the Creator of all things, the reason why we have a space to occupy. We give reverence back to the Creator of the land and the space that we have to occupy.
Well, that goes back to that Psalms 37, because when in verse 3 it say, trust in Yahweh and do good, so shall thou dwell in the land, and really, verily, thou shalt be fed. Why did he pick being fed? Because people fear not having enough to eat, to where they feel, I got to keep my job. I got to do what they tell me to do on my job. My job tell me to hit people in the head because they don't have a piece of paper, and I got to do my job so I can be fed. So you're depending on wickedness to feed you. if you do good, Yahweh say you'll be fed.
Yeah, and it changes your behavior and how you think about how you need to feed yourself. All of it ties together, family. And this is the thing that we're recognizing in our efforts collectively that we've been promoting from our Feast of Tabernacles.
Absolutely.
Which is establishing a behavior of collectiveness and understanding that we have to collectively meet our needs.
Collectively meet our needs. You know, that means take care of each other.
Praise Yahweh.
You know, I don't want to be fed and my neighbor, my sister, my brother, my family is not fed. You know, how good would it feel to be eating, watching my people, my family starve? I will share what I have with whom I can, because I don't want to witness that. I don't want to be fed and witness people starving. You know, so it's about us collectively taking care of everybody. I don't need a Thanksgiving Day feast. If I made a Thanksgiving Day feast, I need to invite the community to eat. I need to invite the homeless. Come on, eat. I got way more. I want it to be all gone today. I don't want to have it for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days and throw away some because it went bad because I have so much food. You know, people have done these things, you know, but not one time do you think about, let me pack up some of this and go give it to some homeless folks. You know, doing some work of Yahweh, doing some taking care of
and we do have a number of people that are out there that are doing what they can.
Absolutely.
And those are the ones that we help and support and lifting up, feeding our hungry brothers and sisters. But we got to turn ourselves into righteous behavior and turn away from the compulsive patterns that we've seen,
that we've been programmed
to. And we got to share this good news, share this good news about how we can save ourselves and really build up our communities together, because people are looking for those who serve and do good. And like Yahweh shared in today's message, we also have to do good and have this righteous behavior in how we do our business. Because when we do righteous business and people treat us right in our businesses, we bless the world with our righteous business.
Well, that's what he said.
He did.
That's what he said. We bless the world with our money right now.
We sure do.
The wicked man with the money right now, and that's not the world. That's very few people, corporations that get your money consistently. They have put all of the little businesses out of business over the years, and now with this recent situation, most of the small businesses that existed in 2019 are gone for good. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, we've seen a loss of a number of long-term business owners, small business owners, with the onset of the pandemic.
Exactly, which it was the greatest wealth transfer in modern history. The wealthy got so much more wealthy, and we're not talking about rich people with $1 million. We're talking about people like Jeff Bezos of Amazon going from $100 billion to $100 trillion. I'm just saying, people like that, because of situations that was created that was overreaching, parasitic governmental control that was not warranted. It transferred wealth to where certain people got a windfall from this by design. Now, that's just a fact. We're not even speaking of, safety or people getting sick or anything of that. We're talking about the reality on the ground of the wealth transfer and how it put people out of business. It put me out of business. My entertainment company had to go out of business, forced out of business until this day. I had to transition into a different form of entertainment and, still working to monetize that, because that's the system. But see, Yahweh will feed you, and he has always kept us fed. And we fret not because of those evildoers and the workers of iniquity. We don't care about what they're doing. Yahweh he's what he said at the beginning of this message. If you wicked, you in trouble with Yahweh. And so I'm not in trouble with Yahweh. No, and he feeds me, and he keep us fed throughout this whole situation. He has kept. Matter of fact, we're doing better than before. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Well, we are, we could go on and on
Absolutely.
about this, but we know that our family out there is
we can give details.
is out there, and they have a lot to share as well. And we want to open this up, and I want to remind our family that we are continuing our efforts of collective nation building. And we're going to share in just a moment how you can continue to support those efforts. And
speaking of that,
yes, sir,
I do like to offer that in light of our efforts of nation building, that we are producing a nation building podcast that will be airing on Yahweh Radio, and we let the cat out the bag. I
knew it was coming.
It was coming. And so look forward to that coming, debuting at the beginning of the month, but there will be some episodes that you can get into before the beginning of the year. I would say the month, but the beginning of the year. It's slated for official debut at the beginning of the year in January. Mm-hmm. But we will have episodes available on Yahweh Radio, airing on Yahweh Radio very, very soon, maybe in a few days, as it were. So just wanted to say that. And it's all about us teaching ourselves how to build this nation, taking Yahweh being Yahweh's information and learning how to apply it in our everyday life to better our communities, ourselves, and our nation as a whole. And we call it a Nation Building Institute. And we are currently raising funds to build this institute. Sister Tamar, you were speaking about the institute.
Yes, sir. And what we are recognizing in our collective efforts is we need a means by which we are collecting the shared knowledge, practices, and things that we need to do to improve ourselves to be ready to hold property together, to hold resources together,
absolutely,
to own businesses together, and help to make sure they remain sustainable. So we don't want to just create businesses without having business plans, without having financial projections and things that are needed to actually make sure we are making productive value in our output.
These are all things that the most honorable Yahweh ben Yahweh did in his own work, and what he taught us in his own work. And he showed us, demonstrated in our own work, in his own work. He said, if you're going to have a business, you need to know every aspect of that business. Not, I can hire somebody who knows. Yes, you can if you got enough money. But that's not the commandment of the most honorable Yahweh ben Yahweh. He said, you have to know every aspect of your business. So it's not about buying a business and you have no idea, you're buying a horse manure farm and you have no idea how to sell it or what to do with it, or you just got a whole bunch of manure. So I mean, these are logical things, basic logical things that we have to teach ourselves, because you don't know about a business, but you can learn about a business and you can teach yourself and educate yourself, and we're trying to collectively educate ourselves.
Praise Yahweh. Well, we do want to invite our collective family members to share in the conversation today. And we do have a caller with your line unmuted. Caller with your line unmuted. You are now live on Power Talk.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Power Talk.
Shabbat Shalom. Sister Shatula from Nashville. As always, I just want to thank you guys for doing this live program every Saturday. I think many of us forget how much work it goes to produce anything, especially something live. And I never take it for granted, and I thank you all so much. One of the things I wanted to say is the work we're doing now with the Nation Building Institute and other things that come from the wisdom of our Father is critical, because I think learning, for instance, about businesses and how to use the tax system to reduce our costs, to increase our income, is something that our guys be teaching. Yes, as long as we're in this.
I'm going to mute a couple of the callers real quick. We got a few callers that are trying to get on. I'm going to mute you and let you back on in just a moment, family. Okay. Sorry about that, sis. You could go right ahead.
That was the only question that was the only thing I wanted to say, is that you guys doing this is going to help us individually and collectively to at least retain more of our income through tax, through reducing our tax, because that's what they do. They use the tax codes to offset their expenses and to keep more money. But real quick, I wanted to say this, and I can maybe ask you offline. I never understand what they mean in the prayer when it says, help us to not bring reproach against our works. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means reproach against, the nature. I don't know. But anyway, I can ask that later. But I know there's people on this call newer than me, and I've been wanting to ask that forever. So Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for sharing.
Praise Yahweh.
I do suggest deploying a 10-step study method in the Word and becoming versed in the Word first. And then, of course, we can definitely discourse about it. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Toda for sharing, sis.
Yes,
and I'm looking
ma'am.
forward to touching base with you soon. Praise Yahweh.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we had another caller with your number ending in 4152. We have about 3 callers in line, so I'm going to try to call you by way of me seeing you. I think your caller number ended in 4152. You are now live on Power Talk.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Power Talk.
Caller, that will be there you go.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Alicia Baaliyah reporting boots on the ground, Los Angeles, California.
Right.
They have really, Yahweh has came up and came out of the White House. We done knocked on the door and we taking over the White House at the present time. And we praise be to Yahweh. Our company has moved up to #1 spot across the nation, all including Africa. We have everything, including organic chickens and ducks and eggs at the present time. And we also have just came in with the mineral water for us to live and not die with the COVID-19. Our company is the first Black organic company across the map. Praise Yahweh ben Yahweh. Leaders are in the company. Praise Yahweh ben Yahweh. That's what Alicia Baaliyah is doing to make sure that we shall live and not die, because they want us to take the children now and put them into some kind of sanitarium or get rid of them and do some different things with them. So we are definitely putting ourselves in the front line to take over the White House. Praise Yahweh ben Yahweh. Alicia Baaliyah. Love you, my sisters and brothers. Shalom. The website is out.
Praise
so glad
Yahweh.
for the podcast.
And what's that website?
Thank you for the podcast. healthyplacebotanicals.com/Carly's store. And there you will see everything to stay in your house, organic, toilet paper, everything. Praise be to Yahweh. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. I thank
Zaville
Yahweh.
Zaville has the same website. Praise Yahweh in Florida. Praise Yahweh.
Yes, indeed. Toda for sharing, sis. And we have
appreciate it.
2 callers.
2 more callers and lined up.
Yes, sir. I believe Brother Anaya was next, and then I think our sister Yokebed was immediately after that. So, Brother Anaya, if you are still on the line, you welcome to Power Talk.
Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Naya from Denver. I just want to add a few things. The first caller from Nashville basically was on the same call that I was on. We have to understand the tax system. One of my biggest lessons I've learned was that the tax system is basically designed to favor entrepreneurs. When you're an employee, they tax you on everything. They tax you like 4 or 5 times before you even see your money. That's one of the things people should understand and get a great understanding of, is that the government basically wants to put you in a slave system and keep you in the slave system. I wanted to mention that because even on the talk with Yahweh, he talked about how by the time you get your money, it almost took 90% of it. So I encourage people, as you guys were talking about, to try to start companies, try to work together, work with the nation, and I can almost guarantee you that you will see more wealth. As an employee, you will not. It's basically designed for you to live your life trying to paycheck to paycheck, trying to find money, enjoy the holidays they throw in front of you to keep you at bay if you ever get angry, and to repeat the cycle. Shalom, that's all I wanted to add.
Praise Yahweh. We certainly like to thank Yahweh for your adding and for your wisdom to be able to add and to be able to see. I thank Yahweh for our family being able to see these things, because it's so difficult when your eyes are closed to be enlightened, when the light can't get in because you can't see. Praise Yahweh. See is to perceive.
That is true.
We have another caller.
We do have another caller, our sister Yochebed Sarah. Welcome to Power Talk.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Power Talk.
I see you unmuted, but I cannot hear you.
All righty. Well, I'm sure our sister will get in when she can. Meanwhile, the conversation is basically to understand that we have a mission, and our mission is separate from this world. Our mission is to create systems that we've done in the past multiple times over thousands of years. This time our perception is off. So we think that the systems that exist are the only ones there. Without those systems, is what? Death? Is we don't exist? Be serious.
We do have a caller, our sister Yochebed. Are you there, sis?
Okay. She may be having trouble on her end.
I'm not sure, but we're going to try it again. And if you can get back on the line with us, sis, we're going to be waiting for you right here. I'm not hearing you right now, so maybe it's something. There we go.
Well, praise Yahweh. As we continue to unfold this light, that light is that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that Yahweh ben Yahweh imparted with us. He gave it to us. He left it with us for us to do greater works than he said he did. So to be Yahweh ben Yahweh, he challenged us to be greater.
And we do have a caller with their line unmuted. Caller with your line unmuted. You are now live on Power Talk.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Power Talk.
Shabbat Shalom. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can. I knew that was you.
I can't believe I'm having so much difficulty, but praise Yahweh, ben Yahweh. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. Praise Yahweh. Welcome to Power Talk.
Praise Yahweh, ben Yahweh. Glory to Yahweh, ben Yahweh. Family, this is an amazing class. I just want to mention a couple of things. For tax is a sum of money, according to the freedictionary.com. It is a sum of money demanded by a government. Levy, lay a burden on, a strain, a stretch. That is the wicked government's way. Yahweh's way, a tax, and this is also in the definition, is a contribution for the support of a government. Okay, see, the difference is we offer to the theocratic government of Yahweh. They demand and force it, even though it's not even legal once you go down the rabbit hole, that rabbit hole. But anyway, I want to go to Romans chapter 13, verses 1 and 2, which says, "Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of God Yahweh. The powers that be are ordained of God Yahweh. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God Yahweh, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. See, family, when this world was allowed to function within its own manner of thinking, not following all of the laws of Yahweh, everyone was cool with it. As long as they were able to eat, nobody was stressing them out. They weren't keeping Passover. They weren't keeping Yahweh's tabernacle. They weren't keeping Yahweh's Feast of Weeks. And Yahweh let it go on and on. But you know what? That proved to us this day that when you break one law, you break them all, and eventually you will reap your reward. This entire world is really in such an uproar. People are suffering. The enemy, the devil that wants now to rule you as God, because guess what? Even though you called yourself Christian and Baptist and all of this, you were not keeping the laws. You broke one. According to Matthew 5:19, it says, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach them men so, in other words, you're teaching men how to break them, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. See, the so-called shepherds of our people have caused damnation to come upon them by breaking the laws and not following the true powerful one, Yahweh ben Yahweh. So now it is our responsibility as a nation of Yahweh to make sure our rulership consists of all the laws of Yahweh, so that eventually down the line we won't have any problems in our kingdom, because we have the true power with us, which is Yahweh ben Yahweh. We can't break one law. See, now everyone is trying to turn to God. Let's pray. We got to pray for our children. We got to pray for all these deaths. People are dropping on the sports field. What is happening, Lord? What's happening is you've been breaking Yahweh's law and following another God. Praise Yahweh, family. Thank you so much for letting me share. Love you all.
Praise Yahweh. I thank Yahweh for you sharing. And it is very enlightening to understand that, that's what we're programmed to do. We're programmed to support everything but righteousness, because he programmed us to do that. That's what he taught. And then Yahweh ben Yahweh came and taught the opposite. Yahweh came in the flesh and taught us the right way, put us back on track to Yahweh. While the whole world has an opportunity and has had an opportunity to come and worship Yahweh and to keep his laws, the vast majority chose not to. And that's your choice. And you reap the benefits of your choice or the curses of your choice. In this message, he said that, those that bless us, Yahweh will bless them. Those who curse us, Yahweh will curse them. And you see that these people are cursed. These, they talk about the Crips and the Bloods, right? They represent the blue and the red, but they got that from the Republicans and the Democrats. Same thing, they Crips and Bloods. They fighting over something that don't belong to them. Can you imagine that? This parasite is fighting over control over something that don't belong to them. They demand your taxes. Wow. They extort and take money from you. That money, it don't even belong to them, but they fight each other for control over it to do their own projects. But we can go deep into that. That's not the subject. The subject is about building our nation by building institutes to teach us, to deprogram us from supporting that. We don't, every month of the year, we don't, how many people got their New Year's Eve party planned where you're going to get drunk and get a whole bunch of alcohol, but they can predict that the vast majority of our people, that's what they're doing on that day. And the alcohol companies know that they about to get their windfall. Because his New Year's, we start out the year with millions of dollars.
They call it seasonality in the retail industry.
Absolutely.
And so that's a strategy of understanding buyers' behavior. It's an actual science that
and they program that behavior.
They through large scale marketing campaigns, the behavior is cultivated all year round.
All year round.
And so the critical point to the message, especially our sister Yokobe so pointed out very eloquently, is we have to keep the law so that we can keep our mind stayed on Yahweh. And there is mass scale marketing to keep us in a behavior of
consumerism. Absolutely. The main thing is to keep us being a consumer. As long as we can consume from them, then we can't build anything because we're too busy consuming to build.
Well, and when you think about the core of trade, because now we're talking about sharing and having goods and services versus consumerism. And in trade, there is a productive trade that is good and necessary for the sustainability of any nation and any national economy.
Any community.
Any community. But then you have the idea of this mass level of consumption, which is this huge transference of wealth to one core group of people who own businesses from the masses of people on the planet.
And a big concerted effort to rid the world of the small businessman, the independent entrepreneur. They don't want you to exist. That's why they'll tax you out of business in a heartbeat. But the big ones, they call them too big to fail. What the crap is that? The company is too big to fail. It failed. So now all of the taxation money has to go to this corporation when the small business can fail and no taxation goes to them. They out of business because they can't pay taxes. What kind of wicked sense do that make?
Well, it doesn't, and it's a science to keep us in a behavior pattern that is against the laws of Yahweh. When we take like what our sister shared in the chat here, that the holy days are what we are supposed to be in observance of. And they've tricked us into observing holidays.
Hollow
days.
Or holly days.
Holly days.
Yes, days and that you don't do righteous. There's no righteousness on these days.
Having clear understanding of the type of behavior we're supposed to exhibit helps us to not fall into the tricks of consumerism. And we do have a caller. Caller with your line unmuted. You are now live on Power Talk.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Power Talk.
Shabbat Shalom. Giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh ben Yahweh, who is Yahweh in the flesh as his son. Sister Zabia Athalia Yisrael calling in from Holiday, Florida, renamed Holy Day. And I'm so glad this was a repeat because this is such a heavy and powerful topic and talk this morning. It's just so powerful and all the sharing is just awesome. And I did want to just get into that word tax for just a minute. I just want to share a scripture. The Greek word is for tax is under Greek 2778, kanzos. And when you look at the synonyms for tax, one of the synonyms is oppress. So it's a mind thing. It's what it is. It starts in the mind. Who are you giving your mind to? And I just want to share a scripture quickly. It's in the book of Matthew, chapter 22, starting at verse 17. And it says, "Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not?" And that's talking about taxes. But Yahweh ben Yahweh perceived their wickedness and said, "Why tempt ye me, ye hypocrites? Show me the tribute money." And they brought unto him a penny. And he said unto them, "Whose is this image and superscription?" They say unto him, "Caesar's." Then said he unto them, "Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto Yahweh the things that are Yahweh's. And when they heard these words, they marveled and left him and went their way. So what belongs to Yahweh? We are for the exclusive use of Yahweh's. And if you read in Proverbs, we're supposed to commit our works to Yahweh, and then our thoughts will be established. So when we commit ourselves to Yahweh, as Sister Jochebed so eloquently pointed out, we're at peace. We don't have to suffer the things. We don't have to be oppressed. And you go into all those words, exhausted and just worn out. We don't have to endure that when we serve Yahweh. So taxing is about, who do you want to serve? Do you want to continue to be oppressed? Or do you want relief? Do you want peace? Do you want riches, happy, and prosperity? I say, yes, I serve Yahweh. So I'm excluded from all the burdens and cares of this world, and I'm going to continue. And once our people realize this, then prayerfully, they'll want to come on to Yahweh as well. Praise Yahweh, ben Yahweh. I love you both much. Sister Tamar and Brother Lute, I thank Yahweh for you. And I love you much, family.
Praise Yahweh. I mean, exceptional
we thank
share.
Yahweh for you, and we thank Yahweh for your wisdom.
We do have another caller.
Caller, you will be the last. We have about 2 minutes before it's time to go into final thoughts.
Caller with your line unmuted. Welcome to Power Talk.
Why, thank you, Blue Sister Tamar. What a phenomenal call. This is Bill Kesey on Ministry.
Praise Yahweh. Welcome, brother.
Praise Yahweh. So real quick, I just want to say, what separated Yahweh and Yahweh from all other leaders is the way, not only that he taught us the name Yahweh, but also that he was able to translate his teachings into an economic plan that involved us capturing our own treasure. It's amazing, I think it's Matthew 6:21 that says, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And so they tricked us into becoming consumers, y'all. They tax everything that we do. They tax, well, I don't have time to go into that, but we're over, okay? But our reality is, if we just keep Yahweh's laws, it requires us to have much business in the cities of Judah. You see, we reverse our situation by, yes, praising Yahweh, but also capturing our treasure with each other, doing business with one another. Our taxes, it goes way beyond the forced money that they take from us. It's the money that we give. Every year we give away $1 trillion. Okay, there's our wealth right there. If the more that we learn how to capture this from Black Friday this year, until December 25th, our people are going to give away $120 million. Okay, what could we do with that if we just captured it? That's what time it is right now, family. And I know my 2 minutes is up, but
oh no, go ahead. This is the final thought, so proceed.
I encourage the children of the Most High Yahweh to take a stand, to stand up for Yahweh by putting your money where your mouth is. You know what? When you praise Yahweh, make sure you doing some tribute too. Okay, when you're supporting your brother or your sister's business, okay, that's praising Yahweh. Okay, if you capture that money, you know what? That's where y'all. Okay, look at where your money going. Look at what you're doing. If you make $30,000 a year, where's that money at the end of the year?
Exactly.
Go look for it. That's where your heart is. Okay, so reroute. That's what Yahweh did for us. He rerouted us. And before you know it, we started getting hotels and we had trucking lines and we had grocery stores because we were rerouting the money. We were capturing, our wealth because our heart was in Yahweh and each other.
Well, brother, praise Yahweh. I thank Yahweh for you saying that. That's exactly what we're endeavoring to do with these fundraisers, redirect our wealth to our own institute to teach us how to appropriately do business, how to navigate the tax codes that they never tell you, but they change every year. How to navigate those things. So that was a great final thought. We are out of time. Thank Yahweh for you, brother. I thank Yahweh for all of our callers. Sister Tamar, did you want to add before we close it out?
No, I just want to thank Yahweh for such an exceptional conversation. I can't wait until the next one. So praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. And that does conclude this episode of The Unfolding Light. Rest assured, we'll be back next week with another message from the Master Teacher, and we'll be unfolding his light. And now to invite you all to stand and face the east with outstretched hands as we close out this episode with a prayer to our Heavenly Father Yahweh. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Tefillah. Avenu Shabbat Shemayim, Yikadesh Shemeaka, Tavo Makuteaka, Yiazerizonka, Kim Vashemayim, Kim Ba'aretz, Elekum Kukenu, Tain Lanu Hayom, Uslak Lanu, All Kartienu, Kimo Shasokin, Gamanatnu, Lakotiem Lanu, Beal Tevienu, Lade Nisayom, King Kal Senu, Min Hara, Kilika, Hamambaha, Veha Givera, Veha Tefieret, Leolame, Olamin Sila. We thank thee, O Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. So let everything that has breath praise Yahweh. And always remember, Yahweh loves you, Yahweh Ben Yahweh loves you, and so does the nation of Yahweh. Shabbat Shalom, family.
Thank you for joining The Unfolding Light, presented by the Nation of Yahweh. If you have any comments or questions, please email us at thenationofyahweh@gmail.com. Follow us online at theunfoldinglight.blogspot.com and on our Facebook page at The Nation of Yahweh. That's the Nation of YAHWEH. Also, do remember to pay Yahweh and yourself first and don't touch it, as instructed by the Honorable Yahweh Ben Yahweh. You can send your tithes, donations, and offerings to the Nation of Yahweh at P.O. Box 555115, Orlando, Florida 32855, and be blessed continually according to Malachi chapter 3 verse 10. Praise Yahweh, and please join us next Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next installment of The Unfolding Light. Shalom, shalom.
I feel like I'm light as a feather, 'cause my mind has been purified so much better. No more crying, well, no more would I have to keep on lying, 'cause it's smooth sailing, oh yeah, in Yahweh. I wanna tell you something, no more worrying, no more worrying, 'cause you see, this time I got a peace of mind, 'cause it's smooth sailing, well, in Yahweh. Gotta tell you something, you see, it's a blessing to be living on the earth today, in the time when the Son of God is here. So it's a blessing to know that He is the Son of God, that He's here to rid the earth of all of this killing and stealing and all of this drugs and all these crazy things that's going on today. You know what I'm saying? No more a word about losing out the mind, 'cause you see, God, Yahweh is here now, and there is no doubt that it's smooth sailing, oh yeah, in Yahweh. Wanna tell you something.
I'm gonna live a good life. And all I got to do is keep on being nice. No longer can people treat me cold as ice. Cause my whole life depends on keeping God at life. No more will I be a helpless child. Cause you see, God, Yahweh is gonna be here for a long, 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 long while. Smooth sailing in Yahweh. One more thing to tell. No longer can the people put me down. Cause the glory of Yahweh has put my feet way up off the ground. Smooth, smooth, smooth sailing. Oh yeah, in Yahweh. Once again, I'd like to testify to you that Yahweh really is God. And that it's a blessing to be here in the time when you get to see God put the devil down on his knees. I remember all of the prophets wanted to be here at this time because they knew it was going to be a great, great, wonderful day. I want to tell you that it's smooth